Hello everyone, and welcome to So Many Games, So Little Time, and to part 2 of the Role Player Adventures playthrough with my Construct Perfection version 13.02. Now, you might remember that last time we managed to get some titles. So I have the Revealer of Secrets, because in the Dragul outpost you unlocked a Durgolium chest and took possession of a jar of translucent material. What secrets does this strange substance hold? Okay. And then also the Rogue's Accomplice. At Black Lake, your mission with Tarek Nolan ended with the death of an ogre. This battle will not be forgotten, neither by the halfling nor by the ogre's ghost. So basically, as a result, I mean, you remember probably that I tried to actually talk to the ogre, but I failed. So as a result, I had to kill him. And now they don't like me. You can see, I'll go back to the overview here on the board. And here you can see that the King's favor actually went up, but the Starlit Door favor, I'm just still regular. And Dragul favor, I'm actually -1. Because they don't know that I tried to help him, but he was enraged, he attacked me, and I died anyway. Now you're probably hearing the WhatsApp sounds and everything in the background. Maybe not, maybe so, but I'm going to turn off the sound so it's no longer having an effect. All right, so that was Adventure 1, basically in a nutshell. Well, not so much in a nutshell, but I'm sure they'll talk about it in Adventure 2, which is what we're going to do now. So Adventure 2, which is Taron's Trophy, okay, as usual by James Ryan. So the setup was just simple. Now we have 4 special encounters. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had to shuffle it, put it down. There's XP on every location. We arrive at A, which is the town of Jolev. And there's also this time this token, which means that there will be a Wanderer story in here. For the people who missed the first playthrough, because I'm playing solo, I have 2 backstories. Okay, Outcast and Wanderer, that's where we have 2 rows. Also, you can see that I used a pen, which was stupid. You're supposed to use a pencil. So that's why there's like scribbling and everything. And I'm stubborn. I refuse to take a new one. So from now on, I am, however, going to use a pencil, but I'll try to remove it using a correction marker later on. Okay, anyway, so yeah, that's it. I guess we can just start the adventure. I'm a little bit rusty from last time, but I think I still have a handle on it, on how I'm supposed to play. Okay, so let's see. First of all, the setup, I've done all of this already, so your adventure begins. Now, last time I did voices. I'm not going to do voices anymore because I noticed throughout my playthrough I forgot who had which voice. So I guess I won't do that anymore. I guess one solution could be that I record it and then I always check which voice was that again. But let's just not do it because some people might find it annoying. If, however, you say, no, I love the voices, then just let me know, and then maybe next playthrough I'll re-implement it. Okay, so your adventure begins. The Dragul invasion has ended, but your regiment marches north into the swamps where the Dragul continue to plot against Nalos. While your fellow soldiers head to battle, you have been sent to the halfling town of Jolev on orders from King Taron to fetch the head of a giant troll. The coast here is lined with grassy bluffs and sandy beaches. A light breeze carries the smell of the sun-warmed sea. There is a slight smokiness in the air, and you recall, with keen anticipation, Jolev's reputation for producing the finest flavored hams in all of Nalos. So place your party marker in A, boom, and read A. So A, Jolev. If you have the keyword Esther, no. If you have the keyword market, no. If there is no XP at this location, no. So otherwise, collect the XP from this location. Yay, XP. And we'll continue reading. Standing alone in the town square, the mayor welcomes you to Jolev. Sorry for this humble greeting, he says, but everyone is in hiding. He gestures around, and you see that boards cover the windows of every shop but the blacksmith's. Several second-floor shutters are cracked open so that curious eyes can watch you. Thank heavens for the king's guard, shouts the mayor, hoping his citizens will hear. We place our troubles in your capable hands. The mayor exits. Windows close. The blacksmith's hammer rings out on a lonely sound. As you cross the empty cobblestone square, you find an old staff sling. So reveal discovery card 93. So discovery, there's these ones here. Discovery deck. Reveal discovery card 93. Which is this one. A staff sling. They were not lying. So the staffling says, that's it, just a staffling. So if I want to activate it, it costs me 0 fatigue, which is always handy. All right, so the items, I'll just put it here. There we go. All right. If there is only one character in your party, A7. So that is a fact. So we go to A7. All right. A7, A7, A7. You interview the blacksmith Rose and notice that she wears a ring with an eye-shaped insignia. You recognize it as the Mark of the Starlit Door, a secretive group researching the ancient mysteries of Nalos. Rose tells you that young Esther Dunegras has gone missing. Many fear that she was taken by the troll. The Dunegras farm lies along the western road. Esther was last seen at the beach to the east. Are you really planning to fight a giant troll alone? She asks skeptically. Then she pulls something from a chest in the back of her shop. This charm isn't much in the way of protection, but it's all I have for now. Come back later, and I'll have something more for you. Then it says, find all runic armor cards in the armor deck. Shuffle them and reveal one. Add that card to your hand. Return the remaining cards to the armor deck. All right, so armor, which is weapon, traits, skill, scroll. Of course, it's the last one. So runic armor. Runic. I think that's all probably. Runic. As you can see, I have not shuffled my cards yet. I'm actually not really planning to because shuffling messes up the glare. I mean, it causes glare. Not shuffling, sorry, sleeving. That's what I'm talking about. I haven't sleeved the cards yet for that reason. So I shuffle and then reveal one and add it to my hand. So basically that's the charm that she gives me. So it is now 22:52, so almost 11 p.m. So 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 5 is 9 is 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's a very strange way of choosing a card. But anyway, I have the runic bracelets. Play any number of additional runic armor cards. These do not count against the play limit. Meh. But I also have the other stuff, which means reroll a die or increase or decrease a die and get a red die. So pretty good. Okay. Right. So let's move on. Reveal title card 12. So the title cards. So they look like that. So I can find them. Is it a title deck? Rare deck. This is the rare deck. This is the rare deck. This is a title deck. Okay. Title deck number 12. 12. And that is this one. The Smith's Hammer. Rose, the halfling blacksmith, welcomed you to Joleth and offered to sell you weapons in her shop. She wore a mysterious ring with the insignia of the Starlit Door. It's kind of funny because she gave me a bracelet, not a ring. Okay. All right, interesting. And then it says use an item. So I can use number 93, A93, I guess, but there is no... Oh, A93. So I'm using my staff sling inside the shop. I have no idea what that could do. You sling the ball of elvish silver around town. No, sorry. I'm reading the wrong one. You look around Joleth to see if anyone is missing a staff sling. Oh, okay, she's asking me, does anyone have this? The blacksmith Rose just shrugs. Go ahead and keep it, she says. So that's it. So I could use another item, but there's only one item that I have. I could rest, or I could move to another location. Now, obviously, I'm going to move to another location because resting at this point does nothing for me. So I move here. I reveal this encounter, which is number 3. So we're in encounter 2. story 2, encounter 3. So adventure 2.3. That's what I'm reading. All right, so 2.3. Adventure 2.3. On the side of the road, you see a series of large hanging cages, all empty save one, which contains a disheveled human calling out for help. "Get me out of here!" he cries. "It wasn't me, I swear!" He shows you a few gold coins he somehow managed to keep with him. "Look," he says, "they're all yours if you let me out. As king's guard, it is within your duties to dispense justice. So you ask about his case. He claims to be the son of a noble, heir to the lost castle of Carlaval, wandering disguised as a beggar. A plump, grey-haired farmer lost her prized pig. It had a black spot shaped like a swan, and suspicious locals blamed him for the theft. I ask you, why would I steal when I have gold to pay with? But he dresses and smells unlike any noble you've ever met. Is he a lying pig thief or a noble that stinks?" So, basically, my first option is declare him innocent and free him from the cage, which means dexterity, which I have 3 for, and strength, which is 1. So I'm going to have to, roll. Find him guilty and let him rot, which is 212. Now, obviously, I have nowhere near enough information to actually know if he's innocent or not. And it can go either way. But I'm just going to see. I'm going to free him. See what happens. Let's just say I'm a very gullible construct. Although, technically, if I roleplay it, constructs, robots, they should... Well, maybe they would just say no. But, no, I'm going to say declare him innocent and free him from the cage. Shall I? Yeah, 211. Let's see what happens. I'm probably going to... I'm going to guess that he's actually a pig thief, and then it was going to lure the king's favor, but we'll see. So 211. It gets me to roll, right? It's always interesting. 211. Breaking the lock is not as easy as you had first thought. It is of a sturdy dwarven make. So skill check, force 1. So skill check, force. So we look for the F of force. Endurance, force. Force 1. And skill check force 1, and that's it. So no added cards or whatever. So pass, you free the man. Fail, you must leave to his fate. So force 1 means die limit 4. And I have, like we said before, it's strength and dexterity. So I'm going to spend, because I'm going to end up in the ancient chapel. I might have to fight there, but I guess I might have the opportunity to rest as well afterwards, to replenish that. I also have the runic bracelet, which can give me a red die, and the gray matter, which gives me a random die. I can increase a black or purple, so black will be useful. The horned viper could also give me a black one, but these cards with the spent symbol, they only come back after I've rested. So loyal, that can turn anything in blue that's useless. Sleight of hand. That could be useful if I roll a 5. Can change it to a 3. Mesmerize white, no. Cruel, change black to anything. I guess it can be handy if it's a 2 or 3. And Wanderlust, I could get rid of Mesmerize, which is useless now, to get another random die. Alright, I'm feeling pretty confident that I'll be able to do something good. So, nevertheless, I'm going to go 2 dexterity and 1 strength, and then 1 random. So I get to draw 2 black ones and a red. For sure already. Come on, black. Come on, black. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna go with a skill check. Spend the stamina. Okay. Spend the stamina. Done that. And random dice. I guess using my familiar is also just a card, right? So I can just, yeah, okay. So that's it. Then I just take another random die to get the 4 dice. It is this one, the green one. Alright, whatever. So then I take a dice tray. That's all the way up there. Okay. There we go. Also, is there glare in the skill book? It's okay. So, alright. I'm going to roll these 4. Alright, so black 2, red 2, black 6, and green 4. Alright, first of all, the red 2. And that means I immediately get experience, which I like. And then we have 2, 4, 6. Now I can start manipulating. So, increase a black die by 1 or 2. Perfect. So I use my unholy flail to increase my black die by 1. That's a 3. Goes here. And then do I have anything that can change that 4 into a black one? Let's see. For Viper, no. Loyal can change it to a blue or purple. That doesn't help. The black one can change it to a green. That doesn't help either. There's no 5s. No whites. Runic Bracelet can re-roll, but how many times though? The re-roll means a die. Or I can increase a die by 1 or 2. Sorry, up 1 or down 1. So I can make the 6 into a 5, but no, it doesn't work either because sleight of hand just says 1 and 3. That doesn't work either. Gray matter would give me an extra random die, but it's spent though. I could get rid of mesmerize and then get an extra white die. Let's see. Shucks. I'll put the 3 here. What if I don't put it there? Then I could use runic bracelets to turn it into a 4. And then I need a red 3. But that doesn't help either, actually. I don't think so. So hunters choose a die in the dice pool, then discard any number of skill cards. For each card discarded, increase the die by 1. So I could discard sleight of hand, increase 3 by 1 is 4, put that there. Alright. Okay, then I can use runic bracelets to get wait. Oh, but it can increase a red die. You cannot increase any die. Ugh. So I still need a 3. Alright, I'm just gonna have to, yeah, at least I increased my chances with that, but alright, I used the runic bracelet to re-roll the 6. Oh, it's 2. That doesn't help me at all. No. Alright, I'll use Wanderlust, which means move any number of scroll cards from your hand to your spent space. For each card, add a random die to the dice pool. Oh, but it's only once per adventure, so no, I'm not going to do that. Oh, and I get an extra experience for doing that, by the way. I need to have all 3, right, to succeed. So how am I gonna get it through? So annoying. Well, I'll do Grey Matter and Horned Viper, I guess. Spend both of them. So I get my, well, first I get my Horned Viper. You never know, it might give me what I need. So I can find the dice. It's not here. Come on, familiar. Okay, here. Alright, so I need a 3. It's a 2, another 2. So I have 2 black 2s. Great. And I really cannot see how I could. Well, I'll spend Grey Matter, draw a random die. So I need to hope for red or blue. Red will be perfect. Red will be really perfect. It's green. And it's a 4. Equally useless. Is there a way to change my black 2 into a red one? It is. Okay, I found it. I found it. Oh no, I used my Runic Breath. Oh, stupid. I should have used this to increase my red, so it became 3. And then, yeah, okay, but that's... Alright, so Wanderlust, I can still do that if I want to. Loyal is useless. Cruel is useless. Yeah. My class ability. How many times can I use my class ability? Yeah, when you use it, you flip it over. And I use it already. So that doesn't help either. No, I think I'm done. I think I'm done. So it's a pass if everything is covered, but it is not. So I think it's a fail. I mean, I can do Wanderlust. Well, I'll just do Wanderlust. Why not? I only use it once per adventure anyway. I never used it the last time, so a random die. Red or blue. Red or black, please. Red or black. It's a purple die. And it's a 5. Doesn't matter. Does not matter whatsoever. So no. Done. 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 Very sad. Alright, so I fail. Everything goes back. Fail. You must leave him to his fate. Adventure 2, 25. Man. The man screams, "You incompetent fools!" He spits in your direction as you walk away. Reveal title card number 5. And these are the titles, right? Yeah. Number 5. So basically, I tried to talk to the ogre. I failed. I tried to help this guy. I failed. Duntum's Abandoner. You met a man hanging in a roadside cage who claimed to be a noble, falsely accused of stealing local pigs. You left him to his fate, and he was carted off to Kulbak prison. Okay, and reveal title card 68. Duntum's Acquaintance. You met a man who claims to be a nobleman's son and the rightful heir to the throne at the Lost Palace Castle Carnival. Okay. Alright, so these all go back. Rest. Of course, now I'm going to rest because all this stuff has happened. So just as a quick refresher, resting. Let's go over what that does again. Spend 1 or more XP. Return the XP from the party journal to the supply. And for each XP I roll and return stamina from their fatigue box. So basically I spend 1 XP because it's the minimum required. I'll draw 1 die and roll. Which is 3. Perfect. So they all go back. Because I refreshed my attributes as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yeah, the class comes back up. All bonus play didn't happen. All the spend ones go back. So only the Wanderlust card is removed because I can't use that again. But all my cards come back. All right, and this is flipped over. Yep. Okay. So now I'm going to choose again. So I rested, move to the next location on your path. So 3 is returned to the box. There we go. And I reach B. So now I read B. After my failure. The Ancient Chapel. If you have the keyword discover, no. If there's no XP, no. Otherwise, collect the XP and keep reading. Yay, XP. Ancient buildings of Nalos are held sacred by law. No trespassing is permitted and looters are imprisoned. So you are surprised to hear sounds coming from inside. Colorful splashes of light filter through fractured stained glass in the chapel's vaulted ceiling. A Dorgolium bell hangs high above a marble altar which faces rows of stone benches. Rounding the altar, you find a muscular gnome, wooden mallet in hand, standing over a door in the ground that has no obvious lock or latch. You can see that the door is made of Dorgolium, just like the chest at Black Lake. The gnome speaks in a low voice. "Just in time," he says. "Give me a hand with this door." He has guts, inviting the King's Guard to help him loot an ancient site. The gnome stands to offer you his mallet, and as he does so, you notice a branded mark on his arm in the shape of an eye. It seems that he is a member of the Starlit Door. Perhaps he can teach you the secrets of this chapel, or perhaps he conspires against the King's peace. So, arrest the gnome for trespassing, or offer to help him open the door? Offer to help him open the door. Yeah, I'm not gonna arrest him. B3. The gnome smiles and hands you his mallet. "I knew it. Adventurous after my own heart. Gimlix is my name." So I increase the started door to 1. He bows in the traditional gnomish greeting and steps aside. You bring the mallet down with great force upon the door, which rings out with a lovely tone. As the sound echoes around the chapel, you hear a faint resonance from the bell above. "Hear that?" says Gimlix. "Bell and door are both made of Dorgolium. The secret of Mun must lie in the other." If any player has the Grey Matter object card, B7. You are sure that Gimlix will be interested in the jar of translucent grey matter that you found at Black Lake. He will likely know something about its origin. All the same, the gnome has a mischievous look about him. You wonder what his Starlit Door friends want with these objects. Keep it a secret or show Gimlix the jar. Keep it a secret or show him the jar. I think I'm going to show him the jar just to see how he reacts. B9. "Impressive," says Gimlix as he takes the jar from you. "I didn't realize you were already on the hunt. Good for you." Otherworldly images float through the grey material as Gimlix examines it closely. "Let me guess. You find it somewhere encased in Dorgolium? Objects like these are not from our world. They come from beyond, and the Dorgolium stabilizes their presence here. But our job," says Gimlix as he leans in close, "is to make sure they all see the light of day." Gimlix takes his mallet back and returns your jar. "I have an appointment to keep in Undercity. I leave this mysterious chapel in your capable hands. After you crack its riddle, look us up. You can tell anyone in my order that you know Gimlix as a friend." Before leaving, Gimlix shows you the branded mark on his arm once again. "The Eye watches over us all," he says cryptically, then makes his exit. Reveal title cards 7. 777. And probably Gimlix is going to have a different voice when we see him again. Friend of Gimlix. At an ancient site in Jolev, you discovered a gnomish member of the Starlit Door. Instead of arresting him, as King's Guard should, you let him tell you about his quest to unearth powerful ancient artifacts. Now, basically, I'm doing really rubbish at my job as a construct. I guess the role-playing thing isn't really working out because I'm just doing whatever I would do. All right, so that was B9. The Starlit Door is increased once again. Use an item and rest. Or move to another location. So I'm going to use an item, see if I could do something with B93. Ringing the bell seems like a good idea. You load your staff sling with a bit of rubble from the chapel floor and sling it at the bell. It makes a soft, pleasant note that vibrates the Dorgolium door, but the door does not open. Maybe it would work better if you had some other kind of ammunition. Use another item or rest. Now I'm pretty sure I don't want to rest, but once the rest token flips down, how do you flip it back up? After a skill check. After a skill check, flip it up. And also after combat. Okay, well, like I said, no need to do it anyway. So, move to another location. So, I'm gonna go to the beach, because there I will have my wonder encounter. So, number 4 first. So, that's adventure 2, 4. So, adventure 2, 4. Hopefully I'll be more successful this time. Adventure 2, 4. If you have the title Aid to Ogre, I do not. As you turn the bend in the road, you are confronted by a gang of local halflings armed with short swords and pitchforks. "You there!" they call. "What business have you here?" Their leader, a plump gray-haired woman, tells you that a human stranger stole a pig from her farm, one that had a black spot in the shape of a swan. "With giant trolls and pig thieves on the loose, we decided to patrol the countryside, looking for anything unusual. And you look very unusual indeed. These halflings are spoiling for a fight. Mob rule of this sort is strictly forbidden by law. Tell them that you are King's Guard here on an important mission, which is Constitution, I have 1, and Charisma, I have 2. Me. Draw your weapons and order them to disband, but then my strength is only 1. But then dexterity will be there probably. So basically, Constitution, which is green, and Charisma, which is purple. I have some stuff that I can do with green. Quite a few things, actually. You know what? I'm going to tell them that I'm a King's Guard. So Adventure 2, 14. Because it's a gang of them, right? I'm not that strong. Alright. 214. They don't seem receptive to your claim initially. King's Guard? Here? We haven't seen a member of the King's anything in well over a year. These halflings will not be easy to convince. If your King's favor is 1 or higher, each player adds 1 stamina to any attribute row from the supply, ignoring the usual limit. Okay, so I'm going to add 1 stamina to, well, strength. Because, you know, in fighting, I really want to win fights, to be honest. Okay, so skill check, Speechcraft 1. Speechcraft, somewhere in the end. And of course, pass, they let you go. Fail, they taunt you till you leave. I don't think that's much of a spoiler. Speechcraft 1, so it's purple and green. So, Charisma and Constitution, as was said before. So, I'm going to spend Charisma and Constitution, right? Spend 2 Charisma and 1 Constitution, just all out. So, there's 2 purple and 1 green. So, 1 purple. 2 purple, 1 green. And then I have 1 more. And that is this one here, blue. Alright, so I roll. 6, 3, 2, and 1. So 2 is irrelevant at the moment, although it's useful. 6, really good. No 4. Alright, so the blue would be good if I can change it to purple. I have loyal, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do loyal, so that changes the blue 2 into a purple 2. So blue 2 becomes a purple 2. So goes back, purple 2, and I get 1 experience. And then I need a green 4. So gray matter is potentially useful. Cruel is useless at the moment. Mesmerize is useless at the moment. Horned Viper could be useful. The runic bracelet, I could re-roll the green die or increase a red one. That doesn't seem very useful. Sleight of hand is useless as well. Unholy flail, increase a purple or black by 1 or 2. It would be handy if I could change the purple into it, but I can't. Okay. No, I can't. So it looks like my best bet at the moment is I use gray matter. Or, yeah, gray matter. And I re-roll the green die, which is 2. Ugh. Now, I could discard sleight of hand with my hunter skill, but that would only increase it 2 to 3. So basically a 3 or a 4. With my horned viper, I can re-roll green. Take an extra die. Well, I guess I have to. Well, I use my runic bracelet to re-roll green. Let's put here. 5. Ugh. But I can use sleight of hand. But then I can't use my hunter skill anymore. No, it doesn't work. Alright, so close. The white die isn't going to help either. Oh, I'm going to lose again, aren't I? Okay, I'm going to take the horned viper. There he is. Up. Come on. Another 5. Like, really? A number of skill cards, but I no longer... I can't... Oh, wait, I can do it. No? No, I can't. No, I cannot. No, I cannot. I cannot. Increase a purple or black. No, I don't see any options. We change a 5 to a 3. So I could change this one to 3, but then I can't use that to increase it by 1. Am I stuck again? Did I lose again? Oh my goodness. So cruel doesn't help because I need a black one for that. I don't have a black die. Mesmerize gives me a white die, but then rolling a white die has no effect. Increase a purple or black by 1 or 2. I could change a 3 to a 4 or a 5, but doesn't matter either. Sleight of hand, change the 5 to a 1 or a 3. Doesn't matter. I can't use my hunter skill because that also doesn't matter. Oh my goodness. No. No. Even if I see this as a black one and change it to green, it's just the same. Yeah, no. I see no options. No options. Oh, I played him to 4. I didn't even know. Forgot about that. But I already played 4, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Okay, so I lose again. At least I get the experience from that. This all goes away. Okay, so fail. They taunt you till you leave. 226. The halfling farmers are not at all impressed with your speech. They heckle and taunt you until you finally give up and walk away. They shout and jeer at you as you go. Really? Rest or move to the next location? Oh yeah, and the rest gets flipped. Of course I'm going to rest again. So I spend 1 experience. 1. Wow. So 1 of this gets removed. And then this is replenished. And also my extra strength one goes away because I rested. So yeah, maybe I shouldn't have rested actually. But everything comes back, and that's the most important thing. Alright, so 4 is gone, and then we move on to the beach. Oh yeah, I was supposed to do the storybook first and then do that. Okay, oops. Okay, I guess it doesn't really make that much difference. If it does, let's just say I don't have the 2 gold at the moment. It will happen at the end. Alright, so anyway, we are now at the beach. So C, the beach. For drink. If there is no experience at the location, C1, collect the experience. There we go. If you have any of the keywords, lost, bruise, or blood, none of those. Otherwise, continue reading. A small fire burns on the beach, but there is no one in sight. You find no sign of the giant troll and no sign of Esther, the missing Dunegrass girl. Suddenly, you hear rough voices belting out a ballad of the Dragul invasion. Following the song to its source, you uncover 2 stinking drunk halflings lying in the damp sand beneath an overturned rowboat. They must be fishers by trade, for they smell equally of drink and of the sea. Hey, don't you know there's a troll about? One yells at you. Then he whispers, you ought to be less conspicuous. At which both halflings burst out laughing. They seem to be enjoying themselves, but they are also vulnerable here. It isn't safe to be intoxicated when Dragul stalk the beach. As King's Guard, you have some duty to intervene. Then again, the beach appears empty. What's the harm in letting them have their fun? So I could challenge them to a drinking contest, which requires strength and constitution, which I'm both rubbish at. Sing them a song, which is wisdom and charisma, which I'm much better at. The beach is not safe. Help them get phone. Help them get a phone so they can call someone. No, help them get home, which is dexterity and charisma. I'm going to help them get home because, you know, it's my duty and I'm just best at it as well. Alright, so help them get home, C5. You introduce yourself as King's Guard and instruct the fishers to return home. They don't seem as impressed or as compliant as you'd hoped. Who are you? One of them asks in a challenging tone. The Immortal Knight. We fought in the war too, you know. The halflings quickly rise to their feet, eager to show their strength. Come on then, one shouts. For Taron! For Nalos! They throw surprisingly quick and powerful punches. Skill check, quickness 1. Alright, so we're fighting then. So much for bringing them home. Okay, so dice limit 4, and of course 6, 1, and 4. I want to keep the experience. I don't want to rest after this. So I'm going to take 1 dexterity for 1 black die, and everything else will be just, oh, here it is. Everything else will just be randoms. So let's see, 3 dice. Alright, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. 2 out of 4, I should say. Alright, so I roll. Alright, so black 6. Good. Then paint, and then, 4. And if I'm not mistaken, I can use loyalty, is it? Loyal. Can change a white into a purple. Boom. Done. Finally, I win something. So 2 blues. Yep. And I'm not even going to rest. Even better. So this switches over because I've done it. And I win. So you dodge the blows and stop them. C10. You catch hold of the halflings before they can land a blow and they yield to you. My apologies, says one. I may be a bit slippery at the moment, but I can assure you that I serve Nalos with dignity. Then he produces a map from one of his many pockets and hands it to you. Here, he says. This'll get you to Longtooth Island, he tells you. We were out there today and saw shiny things floating in the air. Take our boat if you like. The King's Guard should investigate. You inquire about the troll and the missing Dunegrass girl, but the fishers say they haven't seen either. But to be fair, one says, we've been under the boat. So, Reveal discovery card 2 and place 1 XP on it. So a discovery card 2. Yeah. Alright, so the discovery card is Longtooth Island. And that goes, I guess here. C. So let's see what happens there. So we have Wanderer 3C. So Adventure 2, Taron's Trophy. Location C, beach. Along the shoreline to the south, you discover a pair of saurians sitting on the beach having an argument near a small sailboat. Lissa, do you really want to get stuck here the rest of your life? One of them asks. He's our father, Vera, Lissa reminds her. Don't you even want to say goodbye? It doesn't take long to sort out that Lissa and Vera are sisters. They've heard of an opportunity to join an adventuring expedition on a nearby island, but they need a map to get them there. Vera is nervous, as anyone would be before their first adventure, but Lissa is hesitant to leave without her father's permission. What is clear is that regardless of any reservations, the sea is calling to them both. You understand all too well the desire to leave home and never look back. So, 2 options. Show them the map to Longtooth Island that the halflings gave you. So that's 2-2. Or advise them to get their father's permission first, 2-3. I would do the first one. Show them the map. Because you can go many directions, but my gut feeling says 2-2, even though they might end up dead or whatever, we'll see. Alright, so 2-2. Wanderer player, move your alignment marker 1 step to the right. So for Wanderer, this doesn't happen. It's only for Outcast. And actually, I should have my token there, to be honest. So it should be here. Wanderer doesn't, only the Outcast has an influence. Okay. Yeah. So, anyway. When you show the sisters your map, Vera smiles. Even a stranger can see the obvious, she tells her sister. We can't spend the rest of our lives living under father's shadow. He'll be mad that we left, but he'll get over it. If you miss this chance, you'll never forgive yourself. Lissa thinks for a moment and then nods. The 2 saurians smile ear to ear, laughing as they speculate about the adventures they will face on the open sea. Please take this with my thanks, Lissa says to you, pressing a few coins into your hand and wishing you luck on your own journey. Getting 2 gold. Okay. Pretty good. Wanderer player, record the personal title Lissa. Okay, so this is the point where I get something to write. My daughter's pencil. So, Lissa for Wanderer. Still like this. That's blue. Okay. Lissa. There we go. Okay, so Longtooth Island and put a experience on it. There we go. Alright. Use an item or rest. So for C, I'll use my staff sling. So C93. See what happens. The empty cradle of your staff sling flaps in the wind at the beach. It makes a nice sound. Alright, so rest or move to another location. I am not gonna go to Longtooth Island. I'm gonna go back to the Dunegrass farm because I want to get the encounters done. So encounter 1. So adventure 2, 1. I want to get the encounters done, and also I think it's like doing investigation, right? Seeing what happened, where they've been, and they're probably going to be at the island, so I imagine that might be the ending. Anyway, adventure 2, 1. You hear a horrible squeal and run to discover a pig lying in a ravine. It must have fallen and broken a leg. It writhes in pain and fear. The pig is pink with dark spots, one of which resembles a black swan. You cannot see the whole ravine clearly from where you stand because of a rocky overhang that obscures most of the ravine floor. You hear a rustling sound coming from beneath it. So, see if you can help the pig, which is like a fist, so I guess we're fighting something, or investigate the overhang, which is dexterity and constitution. I'm going to try and help the pig, 229. Because, you know, these kids have been dying and everything, I can maybe get some good reputation by helping it. Alright, 229. You reach the bottom of the ravine and discover no broken leg on the pig. Instead, there is a massive, angry welt on its abdomen. The poor animal froths at the mouth, clearly the victim of some horrible venom. You turn around to see a giant scorpion crawling toward you from the overhang. So a venomous giant scorpion. So I think venomous, I have to find that here. Venomous. I should also put gang off back where it's supposed to be. So I can find it. Venomous. Yep, venomous is here. And then number 19. This is 20. This is 19. The giant scorpion. Okay. And after rolling the dice pool, return a black die from the dice pool to the bag for each 3 result rolls. What? Okay. It's going to be fun. Alright, so I'll put it here. So we're fighting. Combat dice limit is only 3. Alright. Discarded cards. Do they come back? Oh, yeah, they come back. So combat. Assign the modifiers. Yes. Place a round marker on the round track. Okay. So, up. There we go. Build a dice pool. So basically I need green, black, and white. So I can get only 3 dice. So I'm going to get 2 wisdom and 1 dexterity. So 2 blacks and 1 white. Actually, I can actually get a white. So I'm going to get a green as well. There we go. So 1 green, 1 black, 1 white. So green, white, where are the blacks? Oh, they're still here. Alright. So 3, this is immediately the 3 that I can have, the maximum amount. First round. 1, 1, 6. Oh, the 1 here is done. Cool. So I have a 6 and a 1. So Loyal is useless because it turns into blue or pink. Can't use that. Gray Matter could be useful. Horned Viper could be useful later on. Runic Bracelets allows me to reroll, so it could be useful. Cruel, I'm going to use right now. Changes my black 6 into a white 6. So, boom, it's done. Mesmerize gets me a white die, can be useful. Unholy Flail can increase a black or a purple, can be useful if I get another black. Sleight of Hand is useless, but can be used through Hunter. Alright, so first I'm going to use Mesmerize to draw another white die and roll it. 6. Alright, problem is I can't decrease it. Alright, I actually need a black one. So use the Horned Viper. Oh, but I can only play 4 cards, right? So yeah, I'll do the Horned Viper because that'll give me black, of course, but also I can then use another card to increase the results by 2. So basically 2 and 4 will be good. 2, that's 2, but then I use Unholy Flail to increase my black die by 2. So this becomes a 4. Thank you, Familiar. You're doing a good job. Up, that covers this one up, and I get 1 experience for doing that. Alright. I guess I have to stop there because I played 3 cards so far. We'll play 3 cards, so I can play another card. Oh no, I played Mesmerize, right? Yeah, I played Mesmerize to get that one. So I played 4 cards now. So I could use the bonus play to play an extra card, like to reroll a white one, for example, to try and get the 5, and then I won't get injured. Alright, I'll try. Use the bonus play. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 5! Oh yes! Another experience. Yes. Alright. Cool. So I spent 5 cards, so that's correct. Play, limit 4, spend the bonus token, 5. Done. Destroyed! Oh, wait. Did I cheat? No, right? I didn't roll it. I didn't roll a 3. I didn't roll a 3. No, I didn't. I didn't cheat. Oh, because I totally forgot about Venomous. Okay, but it didn't happen. Yay! I'm pretty sure I didn't roll a 3. Yeah. And you'll see. I'll probably put something up that said whether or not I rolled a 3. I'm pretty sure I didn't. So Scorpion is dead. This goes away, of course. Gain rewards for covered dice slots. Yeah, return all dice from Marcus enemies modifiers. Return all cards from discard spaces to hand spaces. Yeah. Flip the rest token face up. It's already face up. Review the current storybook entry and resolve the outcome of the combat, victory or defeat. Obviously, a victory. 29, right? You tear the creature limb from limb. 217. Wow, actually tear it limb from limb. That seems a bit excessive. But anyway, 217. You put an end to the giant scorpion and turn your attention to the wounded pig. After a few more moments, the venom seems to wear off. Its squealing stops. The pig struggles to its feet again, looks you in the eye as if to thank you, and then runs off into the hills. Well, that's it. I don't get anything else. Just 2 experience from this epic roll. In Hong Kong, people say "che" as a way of disappointment. Like you expect something good, and then it's like it doesn't happen. Like "che." It's like you won the lotto. Oh, how much? $5. Okay, anyway, so I can rest or move to the next location on my path. I'm going to rest now. I'm going to spend 1 experience only, just so I can get my cards back and replenish this. But of course, I take a die and I roll it to see how much of these go away. 5. Perfect. That's nice. Nice. So 2 here. 1 here. This is replenished anyway, by the way. The roll doesn't affect that. Okay, I just healed 5 now because I was -6. My life is 21, so. Okay, so 19, 17, 18, 19. Okay, cool. So finally, one of the things happened positively. So one of the things that happened is actually positive. And when resting, I also get my bonus play back, right? Because just checking. Yep. Oh, and when I use this, I'm supposed to put it in the fatigue box. Okay. Whatever. Okay, that's done. So I go to Dunegrass Farm, which is D. Dunegrass Farm. If there's no XP, blah, blah, blah. Otherwise, collect it and continue reading. I'm having a nice amount of XP, I feel. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. All right. At the let's try again. At the farmhouse door, you are greeted by a note. Gone to look for Esther. Will return with her or not at all. They've left a shovel leaning against the porch railing. Perhaps it will come in handy. Reveal discovery card 74. Wow. Okay. So I just walk up there. I see a shovel. I just take it, you know. Seems like a typical adventure point and click where you just collect everything that you see. So 74. Steel shovel. So when I use it, I have to spend charisma, which makes sense because you're shoveling. All right. Basically, I'm hurting myself to use it. Okay. All right. So As you turn to leave, you are met with a startling sight. A muscular, 20-foot-tall woman with thick green skin and protruding tusks is grabbing pigs from a nearby pen, snapping their necks with a flick of her thumb and tucking them into a massive leather sack. Looks like you found that troll. So attack, D2. Attempt to frighten her into submission, strength and wisdom. Strength is 1, wisdom is 2. Keep a safe distance and see where she goes. Constitution 1, wisdom. Okay, I'm going to attempt to frighten her. Let's see what happens, right? Even though it's a troll, I imagine she's not going to be easily frightened, but let's try it anyway. D3. Direct combat would be unwise with a creature of this size. You clang weapons to armor, making as much racket as you can in hopes of frightening the dumb brute. Perhaps this great show of strength will force her into submission. Might 2. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's a lot. Dice limit of 6, though. So it's white, red, black, and green. So, okay, 2 whites. So 2 whites. 1 red. And there's black or green. I don't want to spend anything on that. Because I'm going to draw 3 dice, so... And I have my familiar, which covers both. So, okay. So there's 2. Oh, really good. And then 1 more. Oh, perfect. Alright, so... Spend stamina to add specific dice. Each die costs stamina equal to player count from the attribute roll that... Oh yeah, well, it's just 1. Oh yeah, roll the dice, yeah. There we go. Alright, so we have a 1. We have a 1. We have a 3. And then we need 2 6s. We have 1, 2, and 5. Now, I can already know if I use Hunter, I can get the red 6. That is no problem. I can actually use the Runic Bracelet. I'll use the Runic Bracelet. There you go. Discard, increase my red die by 1, 6. I want to get 1 experience for this one too. So now I need a white 6. That is going to be difficult. Alright, I'll use Mesmerize to get a white die and roll it. Hopefully it's a 5 or a 6. Oh, that's another 2. I cannot add them together, sadly. Alright, I'll use my Horned Viper because... So it's a 3rd card, right? Because if I use that, I can add 1 or 2, and then I can use another card to change it to white. It's 2. That's not enough. It's not enough. I can get it to 4. But that's it. Huh. Alright, Gray Matter. My 4th card. A random die. This one. Another 2. This is... I'm not gonna make it, am I? It was so good. It looked so good. It looked really good. And then it all turned bad. So increase this, useless, black to any color, useless, Light of Hand, useless, loyal, useless. So yeah, I have to stop here. Cannot do anything. So I fail, sadly. If it had been white 1, I also would have failed, I think. No, I could have increased it then. Yeah, but yeah, anyway. Too bad. So D3, was it? So it would have been she cowers, D7. She flees, D13. No, so she flees. Well, at least she doesn't kick my butt. D13. Your sounds succeed in scaring the beast, but instead of cowering, she sprints away over the hills and toward the shore. The giant troll's strides are long and incredibly quick. She is gone with her sack of pigs, before you can gather enough of your wits about you to follow her. Record the keyword lost. So, lost. There we go. +1 King's Favor. There we go. No. I'm looking at the wrong one again. Use an item or rest. So I'll look for D93. You have an itch to use your staff sling, but the only ammunition at hand is dried pig droppings. Your play leaves you smelling rather foul. So I can use another item or I can rest. Yeah, I should rest. Why did I take this? I should rest, but then I use it. So I use 1 die to roll. Just 2. So 2 are removed. Oh, that's why I accidentally put that. So this would have been back and whatever, it's fine. It's correct. These will come back. All right, and then I can use another item, which in this case might be 74 or 93 and 74. But I'll just do D74. But that means I injure myself for 1. D74. The only thing you can use the shovel for here is cleaning out the pig pens. Is that what you want to, how you want to spend your time? Yes, please. We'll use another item. I'm going to do yes, please. D12. You might find something, right? In pig droppings, you never know. You find an empty pig pen and clean it out. The shovel does not seem well suited to this task. It takes you quite some time to improve the Dunegrass Farm's manure heap. They are sure to be grateful if they ever make it home again. Good work. So I add 3 stamina. Crap. So this is 5. So I put 2 back. Right. Use another item or rest. I can't rest at the moment because I rested. So it's like this now. So I'll use another item. Can I use 74 and 93 together? Yeah. So get another one. As you try to throw the shovel with your staff sling. Oh no. As you try to throw the shovel with your staff sling, you manage to whack yourself in the head. Looks like you need more practice. So I get another fatigue. Oh my god. Suddenly I'm at 13 health out of 21. And I can't rest once again because I already rested. This only refreshes when you do a skill check or a combat. Anyway, move to another location, I guess. I'm going to go to B, but I have an encounter on the way. So that's 2. Adventure 2-2. 2-2. As you make your way along a well-worn dirt road, you hear a cry for help in the distance. You race to the sound and find a halfling couple pinned beneath an overturned cart. They beg for your help, saying that a group of bandits attacked them and stole their pony and all their gold. They identify themselves as a Dunegrass family and mention that they are eager to get back to looking for their lost daughter. A few feet from them, you spy their weapon, an expensive-looking short sword lying on the ground. Please don't take that, they plead. It's the only defense we have. If you have any of the titles, Hated by Trolls, Troll Foe, Trolls Allied, or Troll Slayer, I have none of them, so no. So assist the halflings and change down the bandits, or leave them and take their short sword. Of course I'm going to assist them. So 2-7. After freeing the Dunegrass, you easily catch up to the bandits in a shallow vale among the hills. They outnumber you, and they are ready for a fight. So gang of bandits. Great. I just removed the gang off. So gang off. During the first round of the combat dice limit is reduced by 1. Yeah. And then bandits is number 1. Okay, first one. Oh. Okay, number 1. There we go. Gang of bandits. Alright. So now I have to watch out because they can potentially do 3, 6, 7, 9 damage. So if I use too many of these, I could die. So what are these Dunegrass people doing? Nothing? I'm the only one fighting or what? Yes, seems like it. Alright, so I only have a limit of 2 for the first combat. I'm not going to take anything, so I'm just going to draw 2 random dice, see what happens. So 2 random dice. Great, they are both useless. And place a round marker. Yeah. Alright, so now I can use my cards. Wow, this is just horrible. Well, luckily I have Loyal, so I discard that to change the blue 2 to a white 2. That at least avoids getting hit by 3. We don't need a 1. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to use gray matter to draw a random die. This one. A white one. Okay, yeah. 6. That's bad because I cannot reduce anything. I use Mesmerize for another white one. Why would I take white though? Maybe not. Because it'll only apply to 5. Well, everything else that I draw will apply to 5 because I have no means of drawing a red or blue. I mean, I have 1 blue actually. I can increase blue to 2, but that's it. I could reroll 2. I can reroll blue. Alright, I'm going to reroll blue. 3. Good. I just avoided 6 damage. Awesome. He's still going to do 3 damage though, and steal 1 gold. So, anything else that I want to do? I don't think so. Because I already spent 3 cards. No, I'm going to keep this for the next round. So, we go to the next round. I lose 1 gold. And, let's see. Sorry, picking the wrong one. And of course, I get hit for 3. So I'll take a 5. I remove these 2. So at the moment, I'm minus 11. So I have 10 health left. Yeah, new round of combat. So 3 of them. Do I want to spend stuff to get the color? I'm going to spend 1 to get a red one for sure. Because red can applies to both. Oh, I'm supposed to get 4 gold as well. Because of the 2 hits. The gold I like though. Alright, so. 2 more dice. 2 purples. Okay. Oh my goodness. 113. Oh. I just wonder, for the new round of combat, I don't get my discarded cards back, right? Yeah, no, you don't get the cards back. So, this is what we have at the moment. So, I can increase the purple die by 2, so that becomes a 5. So this is covered up. I get a gold. But then, we have those 2 over there that I can't do anything with. Although I can, okay, I can do Horned Viper, and then hope I roll 3 or a 2. That's what I want, 3 or a 2. If I can find the die that is. Come on, Viper, where are you? Ah, here you are. So I need a 3 or a 2. Because 3, I can swap it to become red. And with 2, I can add 1 with hunter. And then, yeah. 2. Okay, perfect. So it's 2. So I use hunter, choose a die in the dice pool, discard any number of skill cards, increase that die by 1 for each skill card. So I discard sleight of hand. This increases to 3. Then I use cruel to change black into red. So it becomes a red 3. Boom, done. Get 1 experience. Alright, done. I win. Hey. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Feels good. So this all goes away. Well, in the end, I earned a pretty penny. I earned 5 gold, but lost 1. So I earned 4. So they're defeated. These bandits. These no good bandits. Gang. Alright. Okay, so Adventure 2-9. Even though the bandits outnumber you, you dispose of them quickly. You return to the site of the overturned cart to give the dune grasses back their coin. But they have already gone. Oh, so basically I saved them and then rushed off for some reason, and they never followed. So I gain 1 gold. And I can rest. So this would have been flipped over. I'm definitely going to rest now. And I'm going to spend 2 experience because I need to really heal up here. But 2 experience. Should I spend 3 experience? No, 2. We'll see if I regret it or not. Only 5. So I'll remove 1 of these. But I get everything back. And 1. Okay, that's it. And this flips over. And this flips over. Okay. So move to the next location on your path. So I end up back in the ancient chapel, which is B. So I don't have discover. There's no XP, B1. The ancient chapel is cold and empty. The Drogolium door Gimlick showed you sits in a multicolored patch of sunlight that filters through the fractured stained glass. High above the altar hangs a Drogorium bell. So I could use a steel shovel. See what happens. B74. The Drogorium door doesn't yield to the blade of your shovel, but it was worth a try. Of course, I hit myself for 1. And just for comedic value, I'll use 7493. You try to launch the shovel with your staff sling, but to no avail. However, you get the sense that you might be able to get it work with some practice. Okay. Alright. So we move. Let's move to Joleth again. So A. I don't have Esther, I don't have markets. So A1. You return to Joleth and approach the blacksmith Rose as she sets out her wares. As she does, you notice again the insignia of the starlit door on an old ring that she wears. Record the keyword markets. Markets. Shuffle the weapon deck and reveal 2 cards. Place them face up next to the adventure map to create a markets. Okay, weapons. Alright, so. Alright, I'll just put them on the ocean here for now. It might get covered up later, I don't know, but. Alright, so 1. A wand. Okay, so I can increase one of these colors by 1 or decrease 1. And a spiked club. Okay, same thing. Just a different type of weapon. Alright. While at location A, you may buy cards from this market for their price. If your King's favor is higher than your Dragul favor, the price of each card at this market is reduced by 1 gold. Okay, so it's 5 gold for both. I'm going to do this because I can already do this. So I'm just going to get a wand. It's 4 gold. There we go. Because it makes sense, you know, a construct with a wand. I am now a mage. Alright, so, Byron for Rose, that's what I did. If your Starlit faction, Starlit Door faction is 1 or higher, you can ask Rose about the insignia on her ring. Let's do that. A2. If you have the keyword ring, I do not. The insignia on Rose's ring is a perfect replica of the eye of the Starlit Door. When you ask about it, she looks you in the eye to assess your intention. Then she invites you into the back of her shop where she keeps a writing desk, a few chairs, and an old branding iron. The ring belonged to my great-grandmother, Rose tells you. My family has always held an interest in the fate of our world. The cosmos must be balanced, with Eulos at the center of it all. She opens a drawer in her writing desk and hands you a folded square of parchment, on which is printed a statement by Ulog Goripip. Okay. The classical Frogkin sage, who argues that all ancient objects must be reclaimed from their Drugolium tombs. Keep it, says Rose. It will make sense to you in time. I have a feeling you're on the right path. So, increase your intelligence attribute score by 1 and add 1 stamina from the supply. Okay, so I'm now smarter. Yay. So, this is now 2. Alright. Once again, use a pencil, people. Record the keyword ring. There we go. Ring. Use an item or rest. So I'm going to use my steel shovel. Why do I keep using it? I'm just losing health. 74. A74. You attempt to dig in the cobblestone streets of Jolev. Your work draws the attention of a local halfling man who comes out of his house to lecture you on the history of cobblestones in this region. Apparently these stones came as ballast aboard trading ships from southern Urtep, and each stone has its own story, which he promises to tell you in great detail. You thank him and move along as quickly as you can. So use another item, or rest, or move to another location. Alright, let's just do the shovel and the staff thing. 74.93. You attempt to throw the shovel with your staff sling, but it only clatters to the ground. Looks like you need more practice. Okay, I feel like eventually it's gonna work, but we go back to the ancient chapel. B. Same thing again. B1. It's cold and empty, so we're not going to use an item there because we don't have anything new. So, wait. I'm sure we didn't get anything new from the from Rose, right? If I remember. No, I just increased my intelligence, that's it. Alright, so there's nothing there. Then we go back to Jolev. So if you have the keyword Esther, we don't have the keyword Esther. We have market though, so we go to A4. You take in the sights of the quiet seaside town of Jolev. Its red clay buildings have a simple grace, and the central tower of sparkling blue stone is truly a wonder. Buy a weapon from Rose, or I can ask about her ring, which I'm going to do. Go to A2, but I already have ring, so we go to A3. Rose places 3 fingers under her left eye. Then she points at you. When you mimic this gesture, she smiles and returns to her work. Oh well, that's it. Okay. Buy a weapon from Rose, use an item, rest, or move to another location. So, Ancient Chapel. There's nothing to do there, so I'm going to go back to the dune grass farm. I don't think any of the keywords have an effect there. Okay, no XP, read D1. The farm is noisy with pigs, but empty of halflings. Use an item, rest, or move to another location. So move to another location. The beach. Back to the beach. There's no XP, read C1. If you have any of the keywords, lost, bruise, or blood. Yes, I do. C12. As you arrive at the beach, you smell cooking meat. Gigantic footprints and a trail of blood lead up the coast to a cave from which drifts the smoke of a campfire. Reveal discovery card 31 and place 1 XP on it. I like this though, that you like discover more stuff due to these cards. So, Shadowy Cave 3. It's here. Yeah. There's 1 XP on it. Oh, it's like this. There you go. Yeah. Okay. If you have the keyword lost, erase it and record found. Now I'm going to try to use a razor, but of course I'm using blue, so I don't know how good it's going to work. It works. Well enough, whatever. Not really, but whatever. So, found. I'm really making a mess of this. Sorry, guys. Alright, so if you have the keyword bruise, no. If you have the keyword blood, no. Use another item, rest, or move to another location. I'm going to use a shovel. No, I'm not going to use a shovel because I'm too injured. I feel if I'm going to go to the shadowy cave, I might get killed. Because I have 5, 11. I only have 10 left. I'm going to try to talk to it though. Okay, I'm going to go F. I'm going to go to F. There we go. F. Troll cave. The shadowy cave. Collect the XP. You have the keyword talk? No. Keyword found? Yes. F3. The sandy beach transitions to hard rock and loose stone as you approach the mouth of the cave. The troll within is likely distracted, preparing her hogs for the fire. It should be a quick battle, after which you can enjoy a feast of roast pig. You could look around first to better assess the situation, but you would risk losing the element of surprise. Now, I don't want to fight, so I'm going to do dexterity and wisdom. F10. Explore, basically. It says here, explore the area first, F10. You sneak up to the mouth of the cave, careful not to make a sound. The hard rock and scatter of loose stones present a challenge, as any small sound will echo throughout the cave. Stealth 1. And it also says if you're playing in legendary mode, you add fleet-footed, which of course I'm not doing. So, skill check stealth 1. So at least it's just 1. That increases my chances. So black and white. I'm going to spend both. Because the dice pool is 4, right? So 2 and 2. 2 blacks, 2 whites. I need this because I need to rest. I don't really care about the results. I need to complete it and then spend tons of experience to rest. Alright, so white. That's it. 1 more white, 1 more black. Wow, okay. The blacks are not coming out. Okay, here they are. Yep. So if you're wondering how much life I have left now, I'm not dead, am I? 5, 10, 13, 15. So I have 6 health left. So I really need to... Well, I guess it's stupid to do this. Okay, I'll just do 2. I'll just do 2. Just 2. because I have cards that give me white and black dice. Alright, so 2 more dice. This one and this one. Alright, see, I got a black one. Alright, so let's go. 6, yes. 1, no. 2, yes. But. Cruel. Black turns into white. So, white 1 here. 2 experience. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to change it to 1, but whatever. Hup. Ah, I succeeded. And I flipped this over. Alright, so. You approach undetected F-16. Oh, I'm an airplane. You carefully avoid loose stones and tiptoe your way up to the mouth of the cave to peek in. A halfling girl lies unconscious on the floor and 2 giant troll women sit nearby. One tending to the halfling girl and the other one spitting pigs for the fire. They appear to be a caring couple of trolls and seem to mean the halfling girl no harm. Perhaps you could speak with them, but it also crosses your mind that the king would be truly impressed if you return with 2 troll heads in a cart, and he'll be angry if you return empty-handed. So if I talk to them, it's strength and charisma, which I have 3 of. Or I could attack, but my health says no, and I want to talk anyway. I wanted to talk last time, so F11, let's talk, because they're obviously not doing anything wrong. You present yourself to the trolls, introducing yourself as King's Guard and offering to parley with them for their lives and the life of the halfling girl. The trolls have no idea what you're saying. So if your Dragul favor is 1 or higher, you get an extra stamina. Sadly, it's not that. So, skill check, persuasion 2. Oh my goodness. It's freaking difficult probably. 6 dice limit and purple and right, okay. So 2 purple, 1 red. Let's get that before I forget. 2 purple, 1 red. Ugh. Okay, so 2 purple and 1 red. And then I could potentially go for a blue or a white. A purple, I guess. Well, it's blue, right? Well, the intelligence is blue. So I'll take 1 intelligence as well for a blue. Alright, and then I need to take 2 random ones. Also, at the end of combat, I get the discarded cards back, right? And the skill check. Yes. Yeah. So I have all this. Let's see. 5, good. 5, good. I have a blue 3, which is also good because that I can use loyal for. So I changed the blue 3 into a purple 3. Purple 3. So I get 1 experience already. Alright, so now I need a white 1 and a white red 1. Didn't make much sense, but you know what I mean. Okay, so increase a black or purple die by 1 or 2. Let's see. I could change the black 2. Okay, I'm going to use cruel. The black 2 changes into a red 2. And then I use the runic bracelet to lower it by 1. So this is covered, another experience. And I just need a white 1 or a blue 1. And I can add 3 dice. But one of them is useless, so I can add 2 dice. Wow, okay. Let's go for a white one first. Oh man, I'm gonna be really disappointed if I don't pull this off, because it's been going so well. Oh, yes! Fantastic. Yes. Good. Finally get to talk to them. Alright, Persuasion 2. They welcome you. F8. Ah, so nice. F8. The trolls invite you to sit by their fire where they roast pigs seasoned with flakes of purple salt and crushed spices unknown to your palate. The cave fills with an otherworldly aroma that whets your appetite and awakens the halfling girl from her feverish slumber. She confirms that she is Esther Dunegrass and introduces the trolls to you as Urka and Songak. They have been kind, Esther says, but she doesn't speak their tongue well enough to explain their situation. When the meal is over, Esther falls back asleep with a smile on her face, but her fever is as hot as ever. The trolls seem very fond of Esther, almost as if she were their own, but they seem to understand when you say that you must take her away to heal their illness. Before you go, the trolls offer you a gift. So record Esther. So I'm going to change my pencil to a normal pencil. Write down Esther. Reveal title card 11. So you can see my pencil is from Frozen. This will not come as a surprise if you've watched the Ayla playthrough. So 11. Boom. Oh, it's the wrong one. It's title. Oh, almost got spoiled there. Title. 11. Oh. Yeah. 11. Troll's ally. King Taron sent you to Jolev to fetch the head of a giant troll. You discovered 2 trolls, but you've befriended them. The king's great hall will be missing this prize, but the trolls will remember your kindness. I think that's more important, to be honest. Reveal rare card 25. Okay. And that is... Whoa, cool. Grin Taker. So you can just choose a die to add. And then -1, King's Favor, back to 0. +1, Dragul's Favor, so to 0. Move your party marker to location A. Read entry A5. Go back to town. A5. You find the town healer and leave Esther in their care, grateful that you have returned the Dunegrass girl, and the whole town turns out to celebrate. There is wine and song, good cheer and ham, many varieties of the finest hams you've ever had the pleasure to taste. The townfolks celebrate you, and you are begged by all to tell the tale of your heroic victory over the troll that plagued their town. You give them a story their bards can sing for generations, full of daring deeds and more than one untruth. Your celebration lasts late into the night. The next morning you wake early and prepare to wrap up your adventure in Jolev. With the town's troll problem addressed and Esther Dunegrass returned to her kin, your mission here is complete, leaving you free to explore the area at your leisure. Your quest is complete. From now on, when a choice indicator gives you the opportunity to move to another location, you may instead turn to the end. Okay, so look around Jolev A6. You stroll through Jolev to the town square. Town is much busier today. Everyone has come back out of hiding and returned to their normal work. The thing is, I'm really injured, as you can see. So I could spend experience to heal up and explore more, or I could just stop and use all my experience to buy stuff. Because if I heal up, I'm going to use probably like 4 experience. Because it's 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 17. So if I use 4 experience and I roll like 3, at least I get rid of 12. And then I can keep exploring. Or I can just keep exploring anyway and then risk dying. Yeah. I want to go around because I did the shoveling and everything. So I'm going to rest, spend 4 experience. Like I said, it's a lot, I know, but I really need to heal up. Here we go. Let's see. Come on. All right. 10, 14, 16. That's what I'm talking about. 10, 12, 14, 16. There we go. Imagine how many times I can launch the shovel now. Hup. And hup. Okay, so 1 remains. I'm in it for the adventure, okay? So it makes sense that I'm spending this. Alright, so go to a different location. So I'm gonna go to the dune grass first to Ancient Chapel, I guess, D. Although I don't think anything happens there because those keywords, no, nothing there. I go to D. The dune grass farm. D1. Oh, those people are still gone. Okay. I'll go to the beach. C. If you have any of the keywords lost, bruise, or blood, I do not. Otherwise, keep reading. The beach is quiet and lovely with its curling surf and sun-warmed sand. The fishers have gone home, but their boat remains, if you'd like to set sail for Longtooth Island. So first, I'm going to spend 1 charisma to use my shovel, which is C74. I think I've already done that, actually. Yeah, I think I'm just being stupid now. You dig around on the beach for a bit. Okay, I haven't. And find no treasure, but plenty of crabs to eat. You strike a fire and have a quick snack. Oh, by the way, this is like this because I know this comes back as well. Have a quick snack. Return 1 stamina from your fatigue box to the supply. Oh, no. Use another item. Use another item. Let's try it again. 74.93. You try throwing the shovel with your staff sling, but it falls near a cluster of beach ferns. Resting in the shade of the ferns, you find 2 jewel green turtles. After planting your shovel and staff sling in the sand like goalposts, you raise the turtles from shore to the goal. Sadly, the contest is short-lived, as one of them burrows into the sand and the other decides to go for a swim instead. Okay, I thought something was going to happen. Now, I'm doing this correct, right? That I'm always spending this stamina. Yeah, stamina cost, yeah, it's correct. Okay. Alright, so I did the race. Use another item? No. Move to another location. I'm going back to the shadowy cave. See what's up with that. Have a little talk. If you have the keyword talk, no. Found F3. Oh wait, then I have to do it again? Oh no, F1, sorry. The cave is empty now, save for the remnants of a large cooking fire. So I'm going to use an item. I'm going to do 93, F93. Oh, sorry, F7, F93 first, the sling. You slap the staff sling against the cave wall a few times. Thwop, thwop, thwop. That was fun. Okay. F74. You scrape your shovel against the hard stone ground. It makes a horrible sound and sparks fly. It seems like the shovel won't do much digging here, but it might be useful in some other way. So then I'm going to fling it. 74.93. You actually managed to throw the shovel with your staff sling. It zooms to the back of the cave and thuds against something soft and hollow. You find an old wooden door, decayed from many long years of exposure to the mists of the sea. Tearing back the door with your shovel, you discover a passage that takes you many miles under the earth, surfacing again inside the closed tower at the center of Jolev. From the top of the tower, you can see all of the surrounding countryside. Looking northward, you spy the gleaming metal of the Colossus, a giant automaton sitting in Gurlung Bay. What a lovely view! It's a long walk back to the beach cave. Gain 3 experience. Yay! So I guess that's worth it from all the pain. Return 1 stamina. Yay. But then I was supposed to spend one, I think. Use another item, not necessary. Move to another location. Okay, I'll go back to the beach then, I guess. Because in the shadowy cave, there's nothing to do. Yeah. So the beach, I think there's also nothing to do. I think everything that's just go to the island. So E. And E is Longtooth Island. If you have the keyword muck, no. There's no XP, no. Collect the XP and keep reading. The halfling's boat is small but sturdy. You row your way out to a sandy island topped with a bit of grass and a few palm trees. There's a strange stillness here. No gulls hover overhead. No crabs scuttle across the beach. Even the wind seems too still as you step onto the shore. At the island's center, a shiny ball of elvish silver floats in midair. At the island's center, a shiny ball of elvish silver floats in midair. So grab the ball or rest. Of course, grab the ball. Reaching for the floating ball of elvish silver, you find something thick surrounding it, thick enough to stop your hand before it reaches the prize. You try to push forward, but the strange substance surrounding the ball drips heavily around your arm and begins to squeeze, pulling you inward and sucking away your weapons. Reveal the ooze enemy card. Each player places one weapon card from her hand or spend space under the ooze. Okay, so it's number 43. Okay, so it's just ooze. There we go. I have to spend one weapon card. That'll be the wand. You can have my wand. Even though it requires green. I don't think I have another weapon that I think like, yeah, you can have that. Your Holy Flail, I like too much. Grin Taker is cool. So no, yeah. Alright, so combat. I have to fight it. So round marker. Up. Dice limit is 3. So I'll do 1 purple, 1 red, 1 dexterity. So purple, red, and black. Six, 5, and 3. 5 here, and then we have 6 and 3, which are 3 can be useful. The rest not so much. I get 1 experience for this. Alright, let's see. The red I can take. So I use my runic bracelet to increase 3 to 4. Boom, get another experience. So 1 and 3. There's black. So I'm going to use Grin Taker to get a black. No, it doesn't matter, black or purple. They both do the same damage. Maybe purple. It's the first one I see. Oh my god, another 6. Alright, so that doesn't work. I'm at 2 cards now. Changing the 6 to something else makes no difference. I'll use my Horned Viper. If I can find a die. I got it. 1. That's doable because it's a black die, right? I can play 4 cards, so I'll play the Unholy Flail, which increases it by 2. That becomes 3. So cover it up. And I get 1 gold. Alright, so I'm at my maximum. I can play 1 more card, and that is to get a 1 purple. Now, I'm not going to do that. It's not worth it. So it moves to the next round. I lose 1 experience. Very sad, but it is what it is. These go back. I get 3 dice. Now at the moment, I still have Gray Matter, get me an extra die, Slate of Hand, which can turn a 5 into a 1, which is good, and Loyal, which can turn it into, so I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm just going to take 3 random ones, not going to spend anything. Actually, no, that's stupid. I'm going to spend 1, because my charisma doesn't matter anyway, I think. I mean, my health doesn't matter that much anymore, I think. Yeah, come on. Yeah, so, 2 more. 1 and 2. Alright, there you go. 2, 3, 4. That's rubbish. Alright, I'll Mesmerize, which is my first card of the round. You get a white one. There we go. 5. Perfect. So 5, I use Slate of Hand, second card, which turns it into a 1. And then I use Loyal, which turns it into a pink 1. So let's just take this one. Boom, I get 1 gold and I defeat it. It is now dead. Yay. Alright, done. So, it is defeated. Let's see. Fight here. Ooze. You destroy it, E4. You pull your weapons free of the ooze, ripping it apart in the process. There's nothing left of the creature except the ball of elvish silver floating in a stinking pool of muck. So, reveal discovery card 85. And that is ball of elvish silver, which requires 1 stamina to use. Record the keyword muck. So muck. Return any cards under the ooze to their owner's hands. So of course that's me. And use an item, rest, or move to another location. So I am going to dig. I'm going to do everything, right? So I'm going to need 3 stamina. So first of all, 1 stamina to dig. So that's E74. After digging for quite some time here and there in the sand, you've covered the island in holes. Just as you are about to give up, your shovel hits wood. Widening your hole, you uncover a chest and work to bring it out of the sand. When you finally have it open, you find it filled with fish heads. Among the heads there is an empty flask, a book of Baudry poetry, 1 halfling-sized silk stocking, and some gold coins, all wet and smelling of fish rots. Gain 2 gold. Okay. Money, money, money. There we go. 2 gold. And then use another item. I'm going to do 93. You swing the empty staff sling at some palm fruits and manage to bring one down. After some work to get it open, you are greeted by a sour smell. The taste is not completely horrid though, and it seems to revive you a bit. Each player return 1 stamina. Okay, cool. Up. Oh no, that doesn't go there. Actually, I was allowed to rest after that, but I'm not going to. I don't think I'll be fighting anymore. We'll see. Use another item. So of course, I'm going to use the elvish ball of silver with the staff. So 85 and 93. That's 2. The ball of elvish silver fits snugly in the pouch of the staff sling. There's nothing to target here other than the waves and the trees. You fling the ball at a palm tree and it lands with a satisfying smack. A tree crab falls to the sand and gives you the stink eye. Okay. And then I'll just... Oh, why am I doing it here? I'm supposed to put it here. So these are 5. I'll use another 1 just to use the ball by itself. 85. The ball of elvish silver is finely crafted with interlinking whorls. It doesn't serve any clear purpose that you can see, but it's just the right size for your staff sling. Return 1 stamina. Okay, cool. Alright, I think we're done there. Let's go back to the beginning of the island. If you have the keyword muck, E2. The palm trees of Longtooth Island sway gently in the sea breeze. As far as you can tell, it is uninhabited now. Okay, so that's done. All right, we're going to go back to the ancient chapel because I think I need to fling that thing to open the thing. Ancient chapel. I mean, I can go to the beach first, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing at the beach. See, beach. No. There's nothing there. Ancient chapel, B. I mean, I could use the staff with the silver thing there, but you know what? Let's try this staff and the silver. So C85 first. The ball of elvish silver looks lovely in the sunlight at the beach. Light reflects off it in interesting patches on the sand, much as light was set to reflect off the rainbow scales of Azima, the great dragon, mother of this world. Okay, so that's another 5. Then I spend 2 to use the staff with the ball. So that's 93 and 85. You look at your staff sling and ball of elvish silver and you look out over the waves. You are tempted to hurl the ball as far out into the ocean as you can, but then it would just end up in the belly of another beast, and that would be no good at all. Return 1 fatigue. Okay. How about 74 and 85? Is that even a possibility? 74 and 85? Yeah. You clang the ball of elvish silver against the worn steel of your shovel. It makes a horrible racket. I actually was supposed to only spend 1 for that, so I get another one. Okay. Alright, so I'm not going to do that again. Ancient Chapel. Let's see. B. B8593, which is flinging the ball of elvish silver. With your staff sling, actually, let's just do the silver first. You bang the ball of elvish silver against the Durgolium door, and it gives off a lovely hollow tone that resonates in the bell above, but the door remains firmly closed. And then, both together, with your staff sling, you fling the ball of elvish silver into the Durgolium bell above, which rings out a crisp and lovely sound. Immediately, the Durgolium door slides open. The earth quakes, and the air above fills with crackling green energy. You hurry through the door into an underground chamber. On a pedestal there, you find a gauntlet carved from a single piece of jade, and you slip it into one of the chainmail Durgolium sacks that Taron gave you. The quakes cease, and the air above is quiet. You take a moment to admire the chamber's walls, which are carved with the scene of the arrival, when Azima first brought together many worlds thousands of years ago through the gate at Brizur Wall. The gate is powered by 6 artifacts, and this gauntlet is one of them. Record the keyword discover. So, discover. Reveal rare card 28. Jade gauntlets. Pretty nice. Alright. And also from the battle, all these come back, these do not. Rest or move to another location. So I'm going to just come back to the ancient chapel. If you have the keyword discover, B10. The ancient chapel is cold and empty. The open Durgolium door sits in a multicolored patch of sunlight that filters through the fractured stained glass. The chamber below is now empty. Alright, so just for fun, I'll do 7485 to see what happens. You attempt to launch the ball of elvish silver at the bell with your shovel, but it's a clumsy instrument for this purpose. You only manage to break a bit of stained glass. I want to find this family. I did the manure and everything. Where the hell are they? I'll go back to Jolev. Maybe they're there. Do you have the keyword Esther? A6. You stroll through Jolev to the town square. Town is much busier today. Everyone has come back out of hiding and returned to their normal work. So nothing. So I go to D. I think that's just it. They just, God knows where they are. D1. The farm is noisy with pigs but empty of halflings. Yeah. They're just gone, I guess. Whatever. Because if I check like A, Esther, okay, I already checked that. There's nothing. B, discover. I did that for B10. So B is a chapel. That just means nothing's going on. C, the beach, lost bruise or blood. Nothing of those things. Yeah, just it's quiet as well. D. Dunegrass Farm is D1. Just empty. There's no one there. E. And the keyword muck is E2. That just means there's nothing there. I mean, and then in the shadowy cave, there's nothing there either. Just F1, and there's just no one there. Maybe it's in the ending. Okay, so how much time do I have left? 13 minutes before the card is full. So, end of the game. Alright, I think I've done enough. With your mission resolved, you make preparations for the journey home to Sabek, the capital of Nalos. After a breakfast of ham and eggs, you prepare to make your way south. Which titles did you earn? Read each section below that matches the title that you have. So let me lay out the titles. Troll's Ally, Friend of Gimlick's, Quantum's Arcanum, Duntum's Abandoner, Smith's Hammer, and then these two. Smith's Hammer, here. Before leaving town, you drop in on the blacksmith's shop, but Rose is gone. A new smith works the forge. Yeah, she left last night, he tells you. Took only a small pack with her and headed south. Said she wasn't coming back. You reason that if Rose headed south, perhaps she has business in the capital. Maybe your paths will cross again in Sabek. This one, Duntum's Abandoner and Captor of Gimlick's. Only Duntum's Abandoner, okay. At the outskirts of town, you are passed by the jailer's wagon hauling local convicts to Kubak prison. From within, you hear a familiar voice pleading his innocence and claiming noble blood. Duntum's Return. No. Friend of Gimlick's. Yes. The gnome you met said you could introduce yourself as his friend to any member of the Starlit Door. You take this as an invitation to join their order, though you are not sure if it is one that you can accept. Can members of the King's Guard dabble in the ancient mysteries? You can't imagine that Commander Zalek would approve. Even so, you can't help but wonder what else you could learn from exploring ancient sites and uncovering their secrets. Troll's Ally. As you head south, you can't help but worry about the safety of the trolls. They will not find themselves welcome anywhere in Nalos. You have befriended enemies of the crown and let them go free. Treason is the legal term for your actions. If anyone ever finds out about your new friendship, you will be sent to Kubak prison or the gallows. You return to Sabek that night to find Commander Zalek unimpressed by your failure to retrieve a troll's head. Rest well tonight, he tells you. Tomorrow we march back to war. And that is it. No. Conclusion. Just as you are drifting off to sleep in the quiet barracks, Commander Zalek storms back in and calls you to attention. Change of plans, he says grimly. So, change of plans, he says grimly. There's been an outbreak of vampirism in Undercity. We need to stop the infection before it gets above ground. Vampirism outbreaks were an ugly sight on the battlefield, you remember. The King's Guard turned on one another and spread the infection while the Dragul cut their way through your ranks. You can only imagine what Undercity looks like tonight, with its encampments of outcasts and thieves clawing at each other's necks. But your duty is clear. With no other soldiers present, you must take up your weapons again and follow Zalek to the gates of Undercity. So each player can advance their character and clean up the adventure and save your characters. Alright, that was the end. And then at the end we have here the Song of the Immortal Night. When she broke the veil and forged our world, Azima's flame lit torches 3, the crimson blade and plate and helm, to warm our hearts immortally. These 3 were claimed by one so brave, to climb the pyre of her bones, and pledged forever after that allegiance to the crown of Nalos. O Nalos, is her flame still burning bright, in the helm and plate and blade of your immortal knight. Alright, so, advance my character. After each adventure, the party gets the opportunity to advance their characters by spending gold and experience before the next adventure. Complete the following steps. So first of all, I'm going to take away this. This is not the following steps, but I'm just going to clean this up. Same goes for the Spite Club. That goes back into the weapons. That will be shuffled back in later. So prepare the market. Shuffle each of the 5 market decks. Reveal the top card of each deck and place it face up. If any of the other decks have been depleted, do not reveal cards from those decks. So basically, shuffle this Ribeiro 1. And also was mentioned in the comments that I could sell cards for 2 gold and not for the value that they have. That was a mistake of mine last time. Okay, so the weapon that comes out is Jewel Dagger. Alright. And then we have the traits. And that is Famous. I like that one. That looks cool. Apparently if you're human you get a discount, but I am not human. But I guess you could say story-wise I'm trying to be. Although perfection, humans are not perfect. Alright, and then the skills. I only have 1 skill, but I should actually buy a skill just so my hunter ability gets more powerful. And it is very, very, very expensive. It's minus strength, but my strength is 1, which is a trap. Okay. I mean, it's nice. You can do the top and the bottom. I mean, no, you can do a 1 and a 4, switch it. So it's more mitigation, right? Always mitigation, mitigation, mitigation. And now it is scrolls, which is also good because my card that I now get back, my Wanderlust card, right? That allows me to discard scrolls. So for 5, enchant, which means a random die, change it to a 4. So I draw a random die and it's a 4 automatically. Always good when you need 4s. And then the last one, which is armor, of course. But first, those runic ones are all very close to each other. So I'm gonna do something like this. So they're more equally divided in the deck, otherwise it's a bit unfair. I'm still going to shuffle, of course. So, reveal the top card. Okay, and how much XP do I have now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Yes. Alright, and the 5th card is Runic Crown. So it's good. Play any number of additional runic cards. These do not count against the play limit. So that is very nice. Alright, so let's see. I can always sell cards as well. The cards that I can sell can be any. Yeah. Because there are some cards that I hardly to never use. No, maybe not. Alright. So let's see, how much gold do I have? 2, 4, 6, 8 gold. That's not a lot. Runic Crown, of course, allows me to reroll or increase a blue die, which is nice. Enchant increases my Wanderlust. Wanderlust because it gets me extra dice. Famous is nice because Famous just 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, Famous would really fit nicely with stuff like Cruel, right? Jewel Dagger, meh. I can only buy 1 card, and I don't really want to sell anything. I think I'm just going to buy Famous. I like these traits. Also, it's these 2, you have to rest to get them back. This one you don't. So I'm just going to do this. It's expensive though. 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7 gold to become Famous. So at the moment, if you look at what I am, it's kind of funny. Give me a second. Alright, so I'm Cruel, loyal and famous. I have a scroll in which I can use mesmerize. My familiar is I have a snake that comes with me. My weapons are a wand, grin taker, and unholy flail. One of my skills is to trick people through sleight of hand. My armor is a runic bracelet, and then I have a Jane Godel, which is an artifact, and a grey matter, which is an object. So that is what I am at the moment. My construct. Okay, so I guess that's it. Yeah, even if I want to buy anything else, it will not have been worth it. All right, so next, visit the Adventurers Guild. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 experience. I can increase character's health by 1 by spending 1 XP. I can increase my combat dice limits for 5 XP. My current play limit for 5 XP. And then I can increase my mastery level by 1. Because dexterity, for example, the limit would be 4. So I think I will increase my mastery track by 1, 3. So that's now done. Then I will spend 5 to increase my combat die limit. So that will now become 4. So yeah, I'll just do this 4, and then I'll always just remove that one later on. So combat dice limit 4. Then I have 5 left. I think I'll do 3 to increase my mastery track again. And then the last 2 for health. So my health will become 23. So now I'll always use a rubber to remove it and then keep a good update. So 23 will be my health then. Now, okay, that's done. So at the moment, all my attributes are actually limited to 4. And I can't increase the actual attributes. So, yeah. Visit the market. We've done that already. Yeah. Just discount whatever. Saving campaign progress. All right. So time to save my progress. So first I take these away. They go on top of the enemy pile. The player aids. Okay. So erase all the keywords from the keyword space on the party journal. So here's a rubber. There we go. I think there was another rubber there. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I removed as much as I can. Any other words to remove? Not really. That's it. All right. So return all map cards and item cards to the discovery deck. Okay. So all these go back. So I won't make you wait. I'll put this back later. Store the party's title cards with the party journal for use in the next adventure. Do not return them to the title deck. Okay, so this just all goes in here. So I'll put this closer to me so I can see what I'm actually doing. Titles go to the side. Go. Store each player's hand of cards separately for the next adventure. So obviously I'm going to take all this together. Oh, and another thing that I should have done is I can now remove the Wanderer 2 here. This has been done. And next time will be the Outcast who will have an adventure. Yay. Alright, anyway. And yeah, current gold and XP totals saved. So XP is 0, gold is still 1. So that's easy. That stays there. Return all bonus play tokens, gold, and XP from the party zone to the supply. Yeah, okay. That's all pretty much straightforward stuff. Okay, this we have to mark. So we're actually at. Well, won't use this. Let's use this. Just remember, it is the actual pencil that I have to focus on. There we go, not the pen. All right, let's just all remember that, shall we? All right, and then mark the box of the campaign. So we've done 2. All right, okay, that's it. That's done. All right, let's put the camera back to me. Thank you all for joining for this adventure. It was pretty cool. As you can see, I'm a bit rusty every time because there's so many videos that came in between. I wish I could just have the time to only do this, but then I automatically ignore other stuff, which of course is not good. But I enjoyed it much more than the first time, honestly, because my hand is getting so much better. I have so many more options. I managed to do a lot more skill checks and combat and everything, which made me feel a lot more powerful. I think the upgrades I made will also help me in the future. Even though I feel like maybe I should have upgraded play limit, but that's good, right? There's choices. And there's humor in the text. Okay, my role playing might not be top notch, but I can always replay it down the line. Maybe not in a video format, we'll see. But then totally role play. Like if I want to be an a-hole, I'll be an a-hole all the way, stuff like that. But now I'm just doing what I would do if I were myself, even though I'm this construct who's supposed to be perfection. But we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I like it. Of course, it's a huge luck, but then the better cards you have, the more you mitigate that luck. Of course, you have more chances to mitigate it anyway. Yeah, I know. I'm all for it. I really like it. I really like it. Yeah, and this is adventure 2. There's 10 adventures, and then the finale, and there's some side quests as well. So, if you're interested in seeing how this all ends, make sure you subscribe and everything, and follow all the other ones. Okay. Well, I'm Joachim. This was So Many Games, So Little Time, and I'll see you next time. Okay. Bye bye.